Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to our broadcast today. This is Bobby Smith, Vice President of Power, and I'm very excited and honored to be with all of you today. You know, it seems like a very simple question. Who do you know that uses energy? The biggest market in the world, the $6 trillion energy market. You know, energy is expensive and it continues to get more expensive. We're going to talk about markets around the United States and around the world that the electricity prices are going through the roof. The national rise in electric prices in the United States every year is from 4 to 6%. Not only that, but when you look at the price is one thing, but many people who are looking at our company and becoming a part of our company are extremely concerned about what we're doing to our oceans, to our land, the air that we're breathing, and the kind of future world that we're going to leave for our children and for our grandchildren. Perhaps it's time that our young men and women could stop fighting over oil in sand across the world, an energy source that is scarce, is unhealthy, is diminishing, and that we, quite frankly, do not need. There is no reason for us to be dependent on the dirty energy grid and to the powers that be. This is a time when we can take control of our own energy. And there's a new way to do it. You know, we've watched really the younger generation truly change the world. Who would have dreamed today that Facebook would have changed the way all of us live our lives? And certainly the way we communicate, valued at over $350 billion today. An application on a phone or a computer changed forever the way the world communicates. And then we watched Uber come along. People thought Uber was a crazy idea. Even Mark Cuban said he passed on Uber. How is it going to disrupt an industry that's been around forever, the transportation industry? And what was Uber? Uber is really, it's the marriage of a consumer, someone that's looking for a different and better experience than a taxi cab, that is introduced through a platform with an entrepreneur that wants to make money. Now, the entrepreneur will have to spend money, right? They've got to take care of their car, keep it in good condition so they can get good reviews, add gas, change the tires, change the oil. They've got to maintain their car with insurance, but they can make as much money as they want. So again, an application on a phone disrupted an entire industry that had been around forever and is now valued at well over $60 billion. Then we watch it happen again. How many times do we have to see it happen? Airbnb. What is that? A group of broke college kids that couldn't afford a hotel room got together and created an application where a consumer who was looking for a different experience than a hotel and to save some money got introduced by an application on a phone or computer to an entrepreneur that wanted to make money. Now, of course, they would also have to take care of their home, maintain insurance, probably just make some upkeep, maybe a few additions to make it even nicer for their guests because they want to get good reviews. And this application disrupted the hospitality industry, the hotel industry. Airbnb rents out more rooms than any hotel chain in the world, and they do not own a hotel room. They're an application, now valued at well over $30 billion. We continue to see this happening with crowdfunding, with fundraising. We see it with goods and services. It is clear there is no debate that using crowdsourcing to change the patterns and disrupt industries and create opportunity for those who seek it is here. It is upon us. It is a part of our culture today. It is part of the world. So let me introduce you to our company, Power. Power, a 3-year-old company based out of Encinitas, California, has raised millions of dollars in capital, started out representing the leading solar provider in the world, and realized over a couple years of tracking data and building systems and spending over $70,000 a month on IT development alone, Power recognized that the way to change and speed the adaptation of renewable energy around the world was to crowdsource it. So we built a platform. Power is the only company of its kind in the world that has built a proprietary international network of solar providers and renewable energy providers offering the best service and the best pricing for solar in markets around the United States and moving around the world. We have signed contracts with a wide variety of the best of breed, local and regional providers in the United States, so that now an entrepreneur can go on their phone or their computer via an application, punch in a zip code, and see the best providers, what they offer, what they will pay you as an entrepreneur, everything you need to know from the palm of your hand. So what we are doing is disrupting the solar grid. And how we are doing it is saving people money from day one. Folks, the days of thinking about whether it's a good time to get solar or not, if you look back, it was back in those days when you decided whether it was time to get a new cell phone or not, or whether it was time to get a new TV or not. You know, when will the industry catch up? When will the technology be there? When is it ready to go? Well, that moment in time is here, folks. With solar right now, today, you can start saving money day one. You can get energy dependent and off of the grid. You can go green and do the best thing for the future of our planet. Again, our children and our grandchildren. You can increase the value of your home up to 10% and pay absolutely nothing out of pocket while you're saving tens of thousands of dollars over the long term. That is the value proposition for solar in the United States of America and around the world. Pay nothing down, save 5 to 40%. Lock in your energy prices against the extraordinary price raises that are happening across the United States and around the world. Go green, do the right thing for the planet, and increase the value of your home up to 10% while you are becoming energy independent. So how does this work? As a power advisor, when you join our company, you find a homeowner. It's a simple conversation. You're talking to a friend, a homeowner, a neighbor. You punch in their zip code and you'll see who the best providers are. And you submit that name and that information to our leading providers. Then you have the ability to submit their electric bill right online at the touch of a button and live transfer, dial them right into the leading solar provider, and they will take it from there. When there's an appointment held, you're going to get a check. The next stage is a contract to go solar. And at the next stage, installation, you get paid commission on the size of that installation. Just from submitting a lead on your phone, you can earn hundreds of dollars or even well over $1,000 for every friend, neighbor, community member that you submit on the grid. We have created this category. There is no one else in the world doing it. The direct sales industry has been around for many years, well over a $200 billion industry, paying out hundreds of millions of dollars in commissions. But we are the first ones in the world to do this with solar and energy efficient products. Let's expound on this. This is not just about solar, folks. Solar is the beginning on our platform. We are already marketing solar powered ceiling fans and water heaters and pool heaters and pool pumps. There are so many ways to improve the efficiency of a home today. And of course, one of the big ones that everyone's talking about is the battery for your garage. So as we just launched in Hawaii, you can now get solar on your rooftop, drive solar energy for free, clean, just unending energy right from your rooftop. Save that energy, store that power in the battery in your garage, get off of the grid, and add other solar related products. And they are endless. And we are in conversations right now with a company that's bringing a solar powered air conditioner with a backup generator to the marketplace. We're seeing out west solar powered driveways, walkways, stairways, and all of these extraordinary products can be controlled from the palm of your hand. And if you understand this, you'll understand why when you hang up this phone today, when you leave this webinar today, that you need to join Power. Here's the challenge, folks. The reason that even though solar is a sensible, perfect solution For over 80 million people in the United States alone, why is it that less than 2% of America has gone solar? Because they just don't understand it. There's a lack of education and trust. The solar companies have been relying on marketing efforts that would be attuned to black and white television, door knockers, search engine optimization, annoying telemarketers, billboards, buying regurgitated leads. Folks, this hasn't worked. The largest solar companies in the world are hemorrhaging capital and filing for bankruptcy as we speak. There is no question that the future of solar and renewable energy is in the hands of the local and the regional solar provider, but they need help. Because they're on their own, they're just not great at marketing. Some are better than others, but the vast majority of them need our assistance. They've been waiting for something like power. They've been waiting for a cooler, hipper, online, current, trending way to get the best customers, people that are genuinely interested in solar, that have a relationship with a friend, that have a trust factor, and they're looking for the education so they can make a decision. We are the missing link that will take solar to massive adoption. Over the next few years, solar will go from 0 to 10%. And over the course of the next 5 to 10 years, will go from 10 to 50%, and wealth will be created. As big as that is, think about the future of all these renewable energy products. All of these companies, please understand, will be faced with the same challenge. You can't place a solar-powered air conditioner in Home Depot. You can't place a solar-powered ceiling fan in Lowe's. You can't sell batteries out of a mall, at a kiosk in a mall. It just doesn't work. These companies don't have the capital or the resources to pull this off. But Power, as an army of environmentally conscious entrepreneurs that are joining our company using this perfect solution to be able to provide savings and value to consumer, just like Airbnb, just like Uber, but much bigger, and creating a business that you can build on a part-time basis from the palm of your hand. If you've never sold anything, we're not selling anything. We're not raising the price of a quasi important product that may or may not help someone. Our product is being sold at the best prices. The consumer is getting the best deal. The solar company is getting the best quality of leads, referrals, and the entrepreneur has a chance to win. It's a perfect world. It's a perfect combination of all three. The solar provider wins, the consumer wins, and the entrepreneur wins. And isn't that the way it should be? Folks, this is just happening. This first of its kind, Power creating this marketplace and beginning to dominate the U.S. marketplace. We're starting to get featured on podcasts. We just started a crowdfunding campaign. The fastest company in the history of the world in this type of campaign took 64 days to reach $1 million. We reached the first $500,000 in 72 hours and are well over $800,000 today. And if you want to invest in Power, this is your opportunity because we're closing out the $1 million round in just at the end of this week. So think about what we have in front of us here, a company that is changing the world, that is changing industries. The financial community is responding. The solar community is responding. The entrepreneurial community is responding. The environmental community is responding. Everyone is starting to understand what it is that we are doing. There's an old German philosopher that once said that change is violently opposed. It is then vehemently denied. And at some point, it is self-evident. The classic entrepreneur gets involved when it is being vehemently denied before it is self-evident to everyone else. But there is no debate with Power's marketing efforts for the first time. Energy, solar, renewable energy, and direct sales, we will dominate the U.S. market with over 90 million homes available, with zero down financing, so no one has to go in their pocket. Servicing now over 28 states with almost 40 of the best providers in the United States currently on our platform and adding new ones every week. You can be the first person in your city, in your state, to override the solar panels, the battery, the new renewable energy in your market. Think about what that looks like. The next time you get on an airplane, flying in or flying out, look down and think about what it would mean for you and your family and future generations to get paid on those solar panels going on every rooftop. And think about the legacy that you would leave. Think about how your children would look at you. Think about how your community would view you if you were part of this change. The success of our company is moving so quickly through the United States. We are so excited to be moving into Canada. Canada's electric rates have doubled twice over the last 12 years. They are growing at over 12% per year. The citizens of Canada have enough, and the entrepreneurs of Canada are ready to join Power. This is an amazing marketplace with over 5 million homes, and we are excited to market and enter into this market now. The same thing with Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, as a province, as a country, as an island, is facing the most challenging economical times in their history. There's a vote in the United States very soon about how to help the citizens of Puerto Rico. They are closing over 100 schools. People are losing their pensions. Electricity rates are going through the roof. And it's not just in Puerto Rico, in Florida, the great state of Florida, with less than 1/10 of 1% market share, has just had over a 21% electric raise. Folks, when will we say enough is enough? When will we no longer be dependent upon our government and the dirty energy grid? When will we stop paying exorbitant prices to feed the expense accounts and the travel expenses of CEOs and people that are running these larger dirty energy companies when the sun is free? Our company has changed so many things within the industry. We are paying out over 70% of every dollar that comes onto our platform. You have a chance to earn $2,000 after 3 of your neighbors decide to go solar. Plus, we're going to pay you a percentage of the entire revenue. So refer 3 friends, you could earn over $5,000 by adding a name to a platform, adding an electric bill, and making a phone call. We'll pay you on the appointments, and we're the only company in the world doing that. Not only on yourself, but for your team. Not only installation revenue for yourself, but if you choose to build a team. And we have created a lead acquisition bonus, the only one of its kind in the world, that will pay you up to $750 through infinite levels every time someone joins your team and qualifies, which means they submit a quality appointment to the grid. Folks, this is the most lucrative compensation plan in history, and we welcome you at any level. If you're here to strictly submit some leads and make a few extra dollars, a few $100s a month to pay down your credit card bills, we've got something for you. If you're here and you're more passionate about installations and revenue, and you want to submit a lot of leads, you want to talk to a person a day, attend some community outings, talk to about it at your church, in your community meetings, at your neighborhood events, then you can make a couple $1,000s a month just by submitting quality leads that transition to solar. If you've never sold anything before, we're not selling anything. We're a platform. We have 3 divisions of our company: home services for real estate and home service professionals. We have door knockers that are joining our company because we pay more than anyone else and they can believe in what we're doing. And our direct sales model, again, changing the world. If you're that person that is looking for 6 figures or multiple 6 figures per year or per month, then that would be building a team, which means doing 2 things. All we do at Power is share this phenomenal once in a lifetime opportunity. And the only other thing we do is share with people we know the value of transitioning to solar and renewable energy. Some people might say, well, that sounds like one of those direct sales companies, sounds like one of those networking opportunities. Well, not unlike Keller Williams, we do pay you for the commissions you deserve personally. But if you build a team, we'll pay you for the team as well. What makes us different from anyone in that industry is the product. Marketing this kind of quality product to the world, marketing a product that's not being increased in price, that someone's not paying more just to be onto this platform, the customer's getting the best deal. So you don't have to think about whether something's being overpriced or created a price to justify the product. That's not who we are. We are marketing solar to our consumers at the absolute best price they're going to get. And we're not selling anything. We're not meeting in hotels every week to try and teach people about how they're going to do this and how they're going to do that. This is a new world. This is a new company. This is cooler. This is hipper. This is different than anything that anyone has ever seen before. We are the only ones doing it. And how simple is it to join our company? We're going to give you the value. We're going to give you the unlimited license to our platform so you can literally build this in your spare time from the palm of your hand. We're going to give you your own website so you look and feel and act like a business professional from day one. We're going to give you landing pages and marketing funnels, everything you need to build your business. We're going to give you a professional certification so you need everything you need to know about solar. You'll have live weekly trainings and seminars, personal training, branding training, business development training, LinkedIn, Facebook training, everything you need to know, all for a $499 one-time fee. No renewal fees, no monthly auto ships, none of the things that people don't like about distribution channels and everything that people do like. Folks, think about this. Think about the cost of owning your own business. Think about the cost of buying a franchise. Think about what you paid for your college education. Think what you pay for a weekend at the beach. Suppose you could position yourself and your family in front of the greatest and most important shift of wealth in the history of mankind. Build a business from the palm of your hand on a part-time basis with all the support you could ever dream of. And build a business that would leave a legacy. We hear so much of that. People are so tired of going to a job that they can't stand, working around uninspired coworkers for a boss they dislike, marketing, selling, or processing some product or thing that they are not passionate about, striving to get to Wednesday at hump day so they can get to thank God it's Friday so they can blow through the weekend and do it all over again, while they're trying to squeeze a workout at the gym, spend time with their kids, spend quality time with their spouse or loved ones, and be a part of their community. What has happened? What has happened to the true American dream? To own your own business and do something where you could lay your head on the pillow at night and wake up in the morning excited about what you're doing, that you can't wait to do it all over again. Folks, here's the key. This is the bottom line. This is what this is all about. Think about you. If you could have been in the room with Facebook, if you were invited to Zuckerberg's dorm room, what would you have done? If you were there when Airbnb was first started, would you have taken action? And now that you've seen Uber and Lyft and Etsy and all these other companies changing the world, what would you have done if you were in that room? How will you feel 10 years from now, 5 years from now, if you look back and you see your college roommates, your friends, the people you play golf with, they took a position with power, they made a decision, they decided to do something passionate with their lives. You can help save our planet. You can do the right thing for your children and your grandchildren. You can uptick your marketing skills, your business skills, your personal development skills, and you can again lead your community to where it needs to go. The sun shines all over the world. I'll be in Florida Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this upcoming week. Then we'll be in Puerto Rico launching. We're launching in Hawaii as we speak. Canada coming up soon. Everyone is positioning for these markets. But right now, there are cities and communities and states all over the United States where we are seeking leaders, seeking distribution, seeking the people that we can build a city and a state around. Folks, personally, I've had a chance to do a lot of things in my life. I got in front of the cell phones when people thought they wouldn't adapt. I got in front of the internet when people thought it wouldn't adapt. I was blessed with the chance to start and run a national nonprofit cancer foundation, fight the pharmaceutical companies in many aspects, and affect change. And I assure you that the way you affect change is is treating it like a business, is treating it seriously. Some dedicated focus on a daily basis to build something special. We're looking for serious business people that want to make a serious change. And I hope you're that person we're looking for. If you think about the opportunity, again, of all of what's in front of us, not just the panels, but the battery, all the renewable energy products that will be run from the palm of your hand, what the new home of the future is going to look like, what it's going to be built like. And look at the world coming together, 200 countries in the Paris Climate Treaty. Think about billions of people marching on Earth Day to celebrate changes, to protest injustices, and to be a part of the future. The world is coming together. Our country is coming together. Our entrepreneurs are coming together, and Power has created that platform, that once in a lifetime place for you to play. So I urge you, please, at the end of this transmission, please call the person that brought you on here today. Please get any questions you might have, get them answered, and take a position with our company. The reality is everyone you know is going to hear about Power. The question that can change the course of your life, your children's life, and generations to come is, will the people of your community hear it from you, or will they hear it from someone else? And the only way to do that is to take action today. Oh, you can also learn about how to be an owner in Power as our crowdfunding campaign, Changing the World, the fastest in history, will end this week. So from our executive team, our CEO, Jonathan Budd, our president, Jim Bunch, myself, our management team, Andrea Budd and Vanessa Duplessis and Beth and Matt, our social media director, who's put all of this together, for all of our leaders out there in the field who are doing such amazing things, and for all of you being a part of what we're doing, we hope you have an extraordinary day. We hope you join us and become part of the Power mission and the Power platform. Have an extraordinary day. Thank you so much for your time, and God bless.